Next stop on the Mello Yello series for the NRSL brings us to California Speedway, as we're here today for the running of the Auto Club 300. We're set to go racing here on this 2-mile D-shaped oval, as we'll see for who will take it all in 25 laps here today. This is the second leg of the triple header on this Speedway. Had a great race in the Truck Series, a tremendous race, I should say, in the Truck Series race. So we'll see what we do. So we'll see how these Mello Yello cars do today. So without further ado, let's get the start line for today's running of the event. On the pole at 206 miles per hour, it's the winner at Texas this season, Paul Mennick, in the number 10 Nesquik Chevrolet. To beside him will be the number 23 Sector 2 Chevrolet, It is Dougie Shears on the outside. Row 2 has Dunlop Pratt, the number 99 Energy Stream Machine Toyota, and he'll be flanked by the number 7 Geico Chevrolet. It's the Daytona champion Benjamin Miles. He's on the outside. Dunlop Pratt was the winner of the last stop on the tour at Talladega. Then it's Chris Daugherty, car number 32, the Kleenex Chevrolet, winner who was second at Texas this season, and the 43 Auto Value bumper-to-bumper Toyota of Michael Turner. He's on the outside. Fourth row has Andrew Perry, car number 66, the Duraflame Dodge. He'll be flanked by car number 87, the Bell Salvability Chevrolet. It's Andrew Davis. He's on the outside. Row number 5 has car number 5. It's John Arndt in the Delphi Chevrolet. Flanking him on the outside will be the number 00 Aquafresh Pontiac. It's Emmanuel Hartnett. He's on the outside. John Arndt was the winner of the truck race, the last stop on the tour. Next row down has car number 34, the Gould's Pump Chevrolet. It's Jesse Turner. He's on the inside. Beside him will be Kyle Matthews, number 44, the Shell Pontiac. He was the winner at Rockingham. Next row down has car 63, the Lysol Pontiac. It's Nick Baxter. He'll be flanked by the Navy Chevrolet, car number 88. It's Chris Dodd. He's on the outside. Next row down, Jordan Anderson, car number 18, the MB&A Pontiac, has the inside. And flanking him in the Castrol GTX Chevrolet, car 27, it is William Brock. Next row down has number 37, Matt Haas, in the Timberwolf Pontiac. And flanking him will be Phil Parker, car number 17, the DeWalt Tools Chevrolet. Next row down has car number 1, another DeWalt Tools Chevrolet, albeit a different team. It's JT Bryant. He'll be flanked by car number 20, the GameStop Toyota. It's Nick Gunther. Next row down has number 24, Pepsi Chevrolet. It's Ryan George. He's on the inside with the Pepsi colors this weekend. And flanking him on the outside will be car 33, the Reams Chevrolet. It's Jonathan Zorlin. Next row down has the number 72 Detroit Gasket Chevrolet. It is Daniel Olson. He's on the inside, and I think it wasn't Olson at one Talladega. I'm actually not sure. Well, I think it was Olson at one Talladega. I think we'll have to check back and see. Anyway, Daniel Olson is the inside of the next row down in the Detroit Gasket Chevrolet, car 72. And he'll be alongside Cole Deaver, the AC Delco Chevrolet, car number 3. Next row down has the number 13 Mark I Electric Ford for Jennifer Jo Cobb Racing. It's Joshua Collard, who won the season at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And just one number up, it is Kev Shear, the number 14 Navy Chevrolet. Next row down has Trace Williams and number 29 Trop Arctic Phillips 66 Chevrolet, car number 29. Flanking him will be the Spree Sprint Chevrolet, car number 45. It's Zachary Fitzwater. Next row down has Joshua Osborne, car number 60, the Winn-Dixie Ford. And beside him will be Johnny Gardner, number 22, the Discount Tires Dodge, number 22, who nearly pulled it off at Bristol. Joshua Slicoli has the inside of the next row down in the 62 South Point Chevrolet. And beside him will be car number 89, the Racing for Jesus Chevrolet. It is Quentin Moore. Next row down, a couple of veterans. It's Charles Sanford, number 74, the Lube Chevrolet. And flanking him will be the Great Clips Toyota, car number 38. Winner at Darlington this season, it's Dylan Young. Next row down, Luis Hernandez, car 36, the Stanley Tools Pontiac. And the Bristol winner flanks him on the outside. Commands again for the introduce of racing here today. The Bristol winner flanking Louise is the Bristol winner, Jessica Shelton, in the New Holland Ford, number 94. Then the next row down will be car 2, the AC Delco Chevrolet of Zach Flickinger, and then beside him will be Matt McIntyre in the Amoco Pontiac car number 93. And shotgun in the field will be the Verizon Wireless Dodge number 12. It is Chelsea Bowles. So field getting set for green flag racing here for 25 laps of action here today. A pair of yellow Chevrolets will lead them all down. It is Tana Paul Minnick, the winner at Texas this season. He's alongside Dougie Shears, the Stacker 2 Chevrolet, the Kenny Wallace Special. As the green flag waves, and we are racing at California. 25 laps of action here today. We're underway. We saw in the truck race, these cars were strewn all over the place, or the trucks were at least about 4 or 5 wide. Racing we saw all day long in that series. And inside comes Don LaPrade. He's going to go to the inside. He's going to try to lead the first lap, but here comes Dougie Shears. He's going to try to prevent LaPrade from doing that. Darn pace car. And Dougie Shears will lead the first lap of the race here. First lap at 187.995 miles per hour. These cars were very, very fast around the racetrack, and imagine if you think these cars were fast, wait till the Cup cars hit the track for the Castrol GTX Cup Series event. But this is the Auto Club 300 Mello Yello race, which is now going to be 2 laps old, and here comes Jordan Anderson to the inside lane. Number 18 in Pontiac, but here comes the 37 Timberwolf Pontiac. It's Matt Haas at the inside. He's going to lead the second lap of the race. And a lot of the guys who started at midfield already working their way up to the number 1 spot already. And here comes JT Bryan to the inside. He's going to make a 3 wide for the lead. And meanwhile, we're seeing some of that 4 wide racing we saw in the truck race here already. In fact, here is that 4 wide. Dougie Shears, the outside poster, caught in the middle of all this. He, along with, I think that's Benjamin Miles, Luis Hernandez, and Andrew Perry, all in this mix right there. Kev Shear on the inside now. And they are now 5 wide on the front stretch. Oh my goodness, this is not going to end well here on this racetrack. They cannot, there's no way they can run 5 wide all day long. And yep, and as I say that, we got trouble. Around goes Andrew Davis. Matt Haas has crashed. Here comes Jordan Anderson's crash. 63 car of Nick Baxter. I think I saw Chelsea Bowles, I think, might have crashed. Paul Minnick has got some damage to his number 10 machine. Fitzwater's got damage. Quentin Moore. Phil Parker looks like he's clean. Jesse Turner's clean. Damage to the Chelsea Bowles machine, number 12. Kyle Matthews, I think he's clean. So is Osborne. So is Sanford. And Paul Minnick, the pulser for the race, he looks like he had high hopes for this event. After winning the pole for today's event, and leading the race will be the number 14 car of Kev Shearer. He'll be the leader at the yellow flag. I think he will. Yep, in fact, he is the leader at the yellow flag. So the yellow flag flies first on lap number 4, and just as I said, there was no way they were going to go 5 wide all day long. Look what happened. Well, actually, we're going to go to a different view on this right there. One view that has never failed us, and that's the far chase view. That's better for situations like this. Spoilers, now you know there was an in-car camera on Andrew Davis's car. Here's one of our 3 in-car cameras, along with the driver alongside of him, Jessica Shelton. Here's what happened. They were coming out of the second turn. Davis gets loose just a little bit, I think. Then goes up the track. Didn't see that Dougie Shears was behind him in the 23, and I'm trying to think what happened. Davis gets too close to Jessica Shelton, just about turns her, but instead he gets turned by Dougie Shears. Ryan George gets into the wall. And then Davis gets turned by Dougie Shears again. Matt Haas, meanwhile, got turned around in car 37. Michael Turner there. It was Michael Turner waiting on the inside lane. And I said Quentin Moore has got some damage there. There's where the damage came from on the 89 machine. And then right there, everybody just gets crashed right there. Matt McIntyre, Jordan Anderson, Zachary Fitzwater. And whoa, McIntyre got up in the air just a bit. And a hard hit for Nick Baxter in 63. Some of the drivers I said were getting through that did there. Kyle Matthews got through. Charles Sanford got through in 74. But a multi-car pileup as down the backstretch. So a tangle up on the backstretch led to a pileup in turn number 3 on board Andrew Davis's car. Actually, Andrew had a roof cam, actually. On board Andrew Davis. Yep, his plot to try to wreck Jessica Shelton backfired on him, it looks like. And Davis basically driving a four-wheeled tornado going on the third turn. And you want to know what it's like to miss a crash here? Let's ride with our third in-car camera car, Kyle Matthews. Matthews was in 33rd when this all happened. Matthews trying to play a game of where do I go when I get there? Tremendous driving for Kyle Matthews in car 44. Basically knew ahead of time what was going to happen. And somehow missed the carnage that happened in the backstretch end of turn number 3. And just in time, the pace car lights are off as we're get set for racing. As we'll race again on lap number 9. So we're going to get a restart here. We're on lap 8 right now. The pace car lights are off. Leading the race is Kev Shearer, car number 14, the Navy Chevrolet. And I think Shearer's got a scrape on the side of the car. No, he does not actually. I thought he saw a scrape on the 14, but there wasn't. Nick Gunther runs in second position. Third is Zach Flickinger. Joshua Sakuli runs in fourth. Jessica Shelton, who about got turned by Andrew Davis, only to have it backfire on him. But Jess runs now in fifth position there, so boldness produces fruit for that driver. Sixth position is Trace Williams. Seventh is Luis Hernandez. Eighth is Joshua Collard. Ninth is Benjamin Miles. 10th position is Cole Deaver. Running 11th is Jonathan Sorlin. 12th, John Arndt, the truck race winner. Chris Dodd, 13th. Daniel Olson, 14th. Emmanuel Hartnett, 15th. 16th, Ryan George. 17th is Chris Dollerton. 18th is Dougie Shears. 19th is William Brock. In 20th position is Dunn LaPrade. Okay, but yeah, I was debating earlier on who won Talladega the last time of the tour. I'll have to check back and see who was the winner at that Talladega race. I thought it was either Dunn LaPrade or Daniel Olson. I can't think of who, but usually I go through who won what going into the race, the current race of the season, usually during the starting lineups. So, anyway, enough of this mumbo jumbo. Let's get back to green flag racing. We'll be on lap number 9. Kev Shearer leads the race here. We're back underway here at California. Won't be long till cars start fanning out, which they're already doing right now. Zach Flickinger goes inside of Nick Gunther. Pair of blue cars to the inside lane, Flickinger and Shelton. And Kev Shear will lead them all as they go into as they scream in the turn 3. Now they've closed up. Flickinger to the inside lane on Shear. They're side by side. It's going to be a drag race to start finish line. And Flickinger will lead the lap. Yes, he will. The AC Delco Chevrolet goes out in front. The other AC Delco car. In fact, they are team cars. Richard Childress Racing. Flickinger has a newer model, Monte Carlo, a 2001 model, whereas the 3 car of Cole Deaver is a 1998 Monte Carlo. But it's not the oldest car in the field. The oldest one is the 1995 Monte Carlo, which is driven by JT Bryant. Inside comes the 7 of the Daytona winner, Benjamin Miles, and he's going to go to the number 1 spot. But not for long, because here comes John Arndt, car number 5. Out of JR Motorsports, and he'll take the number 1 spot. JR Motorsports is the 5 and the 88. In the field, the 24 car is a Hendrick Motorsports / Jeff Gordon Motorsports piece that Ryan George is driving. Jonathan Zorlin takes the number 1 spot, but here comes Nick Gunther, and that 88 car we talked about earlier, Chris Dodd. And they're racing just like we saw in the truck race here, about 3 or 4 wide racing here, and boy, what action we're having here in California. This is a tremendous place to race. 4 wide action here. Gunther, Olsen and Shelton and Zorlin got into this mix as well. Here comes the 32, Chris Dalton to the inside. He's going to want to try for the lead. As he tucks it behind Emmanuel Hartnett. Nope, he goes inside lane now on the 00. Meanwhile, 27, that is William Brock, and he's going to try to go for the lead. 4 wide for the number 1 spot. Brock has it headed, but only for a second, because here comes Shear back to the inside of the lane. He'll take the number 1 spot. But he's not going to have the lead for long, because now here comes Johnny Gardner. Where did he come from in 22? Now it's he and Trace Williams side by side. Dunn LaPrade gets into it. This looks like Talladega racing. And here we go again. 4 wide to turn number 1. And look at this. They are 4 wide, about 2 rows deep here. Andrew Perry goes out in front as he takes the lead from Dunn LaPrade. Cole Deaver now gets into the mix, and he's going to try for the lead another time. Miles is right there behind him. Daniel Olson, Kyle Matthews. We saw him miss that big wreck earlier. On board with Kyle Matthews, car 44. Joshua Collard goes inside, number 13. And that's what it's like to ride. Inches apart at over 205 miles per hour. Lap speed's over 208 miles an hour on some of them. We saw 209 cut a couple of them. He's got Collard and Deaver right there with him. Benjamin Miles are the only cars on the outside lane. Charles Stamper goes for the lead in 74. And let's keep an eye on this mix right there. The eye of the storm in this pack of cars. Like I said, this is not California Speedway racing. This is Talladega Super Speedway racing right here. 4 wide again into turn 3. Hartnett, Shelton, Gunther. On this mix of cars, Phil Parker's lost the draft in 17. Actually, I don't know. They keep running like this, so that Parker may catch up. May pick up a few spots if something happens. And we're already less than 10 laps to go, though. 17, 16, and 25 in the books. 9 laps to go. Perry goes out in front. Car 66. Here comes Johnny Gardner. Here comes that 3 of Cole Deaver. Let's take a helicopter view of all this. That's what it looks like in this pack of cars. And where is Dodd running right now? They have Dodd clocked in 24th position. So 24, 25 cars, all in this very pack. Oh my gosh. 4 wide, about three rows deep. Zorlin to the inside of Shelton in this pack right here. There's that threesome on the inside there. That's a foursome, I should say. John Arndt goes inside for second position. And now he's going to take a shot at Cole Deaver for the number 1 spot. And then lap cars up ahead. Who's going to escape? Deaver escapes. John Arndt and Shelton. Her and Cohen and Shelton's going to get... Oh my gosh. Jessica Shelton almost got turned by Kev Shearer in car 14. That was close. I thought coming out of turn 2 they were done. And somebody on the inside lane there has got problems. That's Luis Hernandez coming in for an unscheduled pit stop in car 36, and apparently something the matter with that Pontiac. Deaver did lead the lap, but here comes William Brock in the number 1 spot here as we're now down to 6 laps to go. 5 to go this time by. Trace Williams. 72 car to the inside lane. Or actually that's Daniel Olson, 72. On board Jessica Shelton's car. Right there, all over the back bumper of Kev Shearer's machine. She's gonna get Shear loose, but here comes the 62 car, Joshua Sakuli. We haven't talked about him at all today, and he takes his black and yellow Impala to the inside lane. He'll take the number 1 spot with Charles Sanders' Monte Carlo shoving him. It's gonna be all about who makes the right move at the right time on the final lap. That is gonna be all. It wouldn't surprise me if it comes down to inches at the start-finish line. I will be honest with you on that. This is hair-raising racing at over 200 plus miles an hour. Like I said, if you think these cars are fast, wait till the Cup cars hit the track. Dollarton with the lead, but not for long, because here comes the 60 car, Joshua Osborne, the man who won the Cup race at Talladega. Hartnett with the lead. Here it comes Flickinger. Here comes Dodd. Oh my gosh. Like I said before, who's going to be the one that's going to end up making the right move here as they're down to 2.5 laps to go now? Johnny Gardner to the inside lane, car 22. William Brock coming back. Deaver coming back. Shelton coming back. It's gonna be one of those races. It's gonna be one of those whoever leads one lap could be back to about 20th the next. Brock to the inside lane, car 27, 2 laps to go now. William Brock out in front, Cole Deaver to second. Here comes Shelton for second. And it's Jessica Shelton going to the number 1 spot now, car 94, but here comes Daniel Olson. Michael Turner's getting into this mix now. So is 99 car Dunlop Prad. And here comes Turner to the inside lane. Michael Turner, car number 43 to the inside lane. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go here at California. Who's it going to be in the Auto Club 300? Kyle Matthews. He's going to take the number 1 spot. But not Joshua Sakuli's got anything to say about that. Here comes Nick Gunther to the inside lane, car number 20. He's got Kev Shear shoving him. Off corner number 4 they come. Gunther with the number 1 spot. Shear drives to the inside lane. It's not going to work. Nick Gunther wins his first ever Mello Yello Series race. He will do it at California. Nick Gunther, the number 20 GameStop Toyota, takes his car to victory lane. And he will, as he holds off a snarling pack of cars to take the victory here today on this 2-mile course at California. Second place will go to Kev Shearer. Third to Joshua Sakuli. Dunlap Pratt fourth. Phil Parker, we talked about him losing the draft. Made his way back up to the 5th position here in a 17 machine. John Arndt comes home in 6th position. Kyle Matthews 7th. 8th was Chris Dalton. 9th, Joshua Collard. And Benjamin Miles will finish in 10th position. Average speed of the race, 158.287. Margin of victory, 66,000th of a second at the start-finish line. Michael Turner will finish this race in 11th position. Jonathan Sorlin 12th. 13th, Johnny Gardner. Daniel Olson was 14th. 15th was Emmanuel Hartnett. Then Andrew Perry 16th. William Brock 17th. 18th, Jessica Shelton. 19th was Zach Flickinger. Joshua Osborne 20th. 21st, Chris Dodd. 22nd, Charles Samper. Then comes Trace Williams, 23rd. 24th was Jesse Turner. JT Bryant, Ryan George, and Dougie Shears was the car out of the race. And something looks to me like something happened in the Cole Deaver's car. They got him classified as retired out of the race. I don't know what happened to him. While we get what happened to him here, here's the rest of the results. Quentin Moore was 29th. 30th was Zachary Fitzwater. 31st, Chelsea Bowles. 32nd position was Luis Hernandez. Jordan Anderson was the last car finishing in 33rd position. Cars out of the race, other than Deaver, was Paul Mennick, Andrew Davis, Matt McIntyre, Matt Haas, Nick Baxter, and Dylan Young somehow crashed out of the race as well. I don't know what happened with him. But here was what happened to Cole Deaver in car number 3. He was running in 12th position at the white flag, actually, as a matter of fact. This happened on the final lap of the race. And about the time Nick Gunther started to make his move to the start, make his move for the win. 4 wide in the turn number 3. Chris Dodd goes to the inside lane. Actually, Dodd got shoved by Joshua Osborne in 60. And Deaver bunny hops that car and into the wall he goes in car number 3. The AC Delco Chevrolet slams the wall hard, destroying what could have been a possible good finish for Cole Deaver, but unfortunately for him, close only comes in horseshoes and hand grenades, and that's about what it is here. Is Deaver, out of pure frustration, drives that car right in the pit road at about 65 miles per hour on the pit road speed limit. But our congratulations today to Nick Gunther as he gets his first Mello Yello Series victory here today at the California Speedway. So next stop on the tour will be at Richmond International Raceway. So we're going to be at this week for the next stop on the tour for the running of the Mobile One 250 for Mobile One Racing Weekend at the Richmond International Raceway. So until then, James Qualls has been a production of the NRSL, and we'll see you next time.